Oh no, I'll come down that way. Would you? There's a load of hay down that way. If me and you go down here, I can get you a load of hay, and then I'm gonna head down that way over towards McDonald's. Oh, come with us. I'll show you where it's all at. But yeah, come with me. I think this is what's happening. I'm gonna go and show you where the hay is, and then I'm gonna go over the fence, and then so it's good. You said I'll follow. So it's just over there. This is where we're going to. How's it going, bud? Oh, you're massive. Check this out. You've got loads of you. Loads of you. Oh, you're a big one. Alright, mother. How's it going? Right, so today I'm just going to go over a little bit more of my next adventure. So, right there, this is what the terrain's like when you get up to top of the Isle in Poland. I've been trying my best to look up a bit more information on this. So I've just learned Witam, jak se masz. That means hello, how are you in Poland? And I know when I get to the Slovak side I can say ahoj, jak se masz. That's hello, how are you? There's a bit more that I know in Slovak, but I know nothing in Polish apart from another naughty word which somebody said a bit ago. I'm not going to repeat that. Also in Slovak as well, I had a lass that taught us quite a lot. I had like a couple of weeks in Slovakia. I met a lass on Facebook. Went out to meet this lass, and where did I meet her? That was in Hungary. Met at the airport, and then she had a guy that one of her friends that drove all the way to Slovakia. It was like, I don't know, 15 years ago or something since done there. Long time ago. But yeah, this is what the terrain's like. It's going to be pretty crazy when we get up there. See if I can show you a little bit more. So yeah, promoting your videos. There you are. I'm just lending you footage for now. So when that's right. So I'm going to get to Poland. I'm going to get to Krakow airport. And what I'm thinking is I get there for 8:30. There's a bus at 22:53 from the airport. That'll get us to Rondo Grunwald. See, this is my next problem, pronouncing names of places. Or I could maybe just show them that out, because that kind of worked out for us in Tenerife. I'm going here, Mr. Bus Driver. Alright. But basically, yeah, I've got one bus, a train, that's at 23:21. That'll get us to Lubix. That's at 23:31. And then I get to Krakow Central bus station at 23:45. No, I've got to wait between there, so that's alright. Maybe get a chance to get something to drink, get something to eat. I've got quite a few bus times and train times here, but basically I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. So I've got 4 buses and trains, whatever what they all are. But like I've got 4 changeovers, and then the other one it says that you have to get a taxi for. I don't know whether if it's worth walking. Might get up by a bear. I haven't got a clue. So maybe I need to look up that place and how long it's going to take to walk to Daisy. On here it says it's 17 minutes or 15 minutes away in a taxi, so it says to book with Bolt on Google, so I'll probably just go with that. It's probably the smartest thing. That's at 4:20, and then it said I should get to Risey, well, where I'm going to start walking is at 4:32. So I am going to actually look up these places, and that last place would definitely see where exactly we're going to get to, right? Yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy today, and it's I'm thinking about going on a few walks, and if anybody's up for going for a walk with us, just give us a shout. We can sort something out. I'm off this Monday, and I'm off the following Monday. So yeah, just drop us a comment if you want to go somewhere. I'm actually thinking of doing Striding Edge sometime and Sharp Edge. I've already done them like twice each, and I might have done Striding Edge a bit more. I've done Pinnacle Ridge, and I don't particularly want to do that again. Like last time I done that, I literally descended down it without ropes, and I don't advise anybody to actually do that. Just because I've done it, it doesn't mean to say that you have to do it. I was never a free climber. I just gave it a go. I survived it. But honestly, it gives us nightmares thinking about Pinnacle Ridge. But that was the worst I ever done. I've done Cribcock in Wales. I've done the CMD route going up Ben Nevis. That one's pretty crazy. Pretty cool there. I don't know. Some of the dodgy spots as well. I've been to like Los Gigantes Cliffs on Tenerife. That was absolutely insane. And funny enough, even though you're just walking across the Tenerife in broad sunlight, that was the worst. I think I actually got lost when I was walking. Like you've got quite a bit on those cliffs, and there's a part where I sort of come off the path and then I went down a wrong bit, and I didn't realise I had to go up this bit, and basically I was looking towards the edge of the cliff thinking, I don't have to go down that bit down there, and like, no. Honestly, I looked around, and eventually I found the path again, but oh, it's quite scary actually walking along them cliffs, like, but at the same time quite exciting as well. That's why you do that sort of thing, innit? But yeah, if you get that crag fast, where you just get stuck somewhere and you just basically want your mum to pick it up and take it back down. I have had that feeling, but like I've also had that feeling where my dad said, well, you bloody got yourself up there, you can bloody get yourself back down. So that's what I do. But yeah, next adventure, I want to do some more chain on ridges, because this ridge that goes down over there, that's where it's Poland and Slovakia. So it'll be a ridge to cross over, that'll be my border that I'm crossing, and then go back down. I can't find one video on YouTube where anybody like goes to Poland and then goes over Rising Mountain and goes to Slovakia, and then just like that's the journey, because that's how I booked it. It's quite mad really how I booked it, and I literally just booked this spare the minute, like for some reason I was going to go to Norway and I had some plans, but then I decided to book Krakow for the 21st of June, and then I've got a holiday from Bratislava to Manchester. Well, it's just a one-way ticket, but basically when I come back home, that's where I'm on holiday. That's on the 27th at 7 o'clock, so it's not too bad. It gives us plenty of time to get over the mountain. It's going to be a pretty high mountain, but it's just a bit smaller than the one I done in Germany, the Zugspitze. But this one is 8,205 feet, it's saying. That's the middle peak. Northwestern peak, Poland's highest point, is 8,200 foot. And then southern eastern peak, 8,114 feet. So just a little bit extra to next year. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty mad, isn't it? Right, I think I'm gonna stop talking so much shit, and I think we'll go for a little walker. Well, I've decided can't sit in, just makes us. I've decided I can't sit in for too long, so it just makes us mad. I'm gonna go to church. I know it's shit. No, I'll probably burn in there, wouldn't I? Might have seen them that I've done lately. Yeah, not bad. But had a few crazy weekends. So I got off a lot of walk. But yeah, I was watching a video before on the Polish side. Apparently there's been 190 some accidents, and how many deaths was it? 19 or something like that. So apparently you can get insurance there on the Slovak side, but yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy, isn't it? How shallow that it is today. Like last time we come down here, it was a nice sunny day, but look at it today. Just see all that mud in there. Actually looks better on the GoPro than it does in real life, to be honest. Some places different, but this is where I grew up, and where that old bridge goes over, that's where I had my accident. Give us a big scar on back at head. Put us in a life support bed for about a week or something. I just thought I tried to hang myself, because I had a rope around on me now. It was somewhere just over there. That was where I found the low rope and decided to go over it, make the tarsi. That was where I fell and got my brain injury. That's like the last remaining bit of the old train line. And you used to be able to walk over it. I remember walking over the beams and that when I was a kid, like it was dead scary. You know, I was always into doing something dangerous. And when you used to go over there used to be like a little bit of a shoreline in there, and there was more rocks in there. That was basically what I fell on the rocks. So I didn't like fall in any of that mud at all. But yeah, that's how I got that scar on the back of me, that there. Slightly grown off it again now, which I'm sort of pleased about, because yeah, everybody notices that bit. Even when you shave your head, like it still sticks out. Right, it just keeps on raining, going back in and out. So I think we're gonna have a little walk over that way. And we're going in towards McDonald's and get some tea, I think. We're gonna eat something healthy, I think, today, rather than just having takeaways. Yeah, getting back onto the Polish-Slovakia trip. I say that there's no videos on YouTube, not to say that anybody hasn't done it. I googled it and it said that people have done it, but I just can't find any vlogs on it, you know. So like I'm watching some videos of people climbing up from the Polish side, people climbing up the Slovak side, just to get a bit of an idea of what the terrain's like, what sort of stuff I'll be passing, where I'll be going and that, you know. So yeah, I'm doing my research by reading into stuff, watching videos, and I've got my maps on my old trails, save them for offline use. Jobs are good. There's also high winds that can be expected up there. Thunder and lightning's killed a lot of people up there. So yeah, basically what I'm saying is this mountain adventure is like going to be serious. So we'll just have to see what the weather's like and how we set off in the first place and what sort of time we've got in that week. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Usually I'll walk up that way. I'm gonna go and have a walk up this way today. Just walking up for here and see all these bunny rabbits. Honestly, there's loads of them about lately, and loads of like all parkway. this is why I sort of come this way for a bit of a walk, because I've been working in all gardens today. Another busy day. Busy today, it was busy yesterday. Don't know, yesterday was harder. I didn't want to do now, but sit down and chill out. When I got in yesterday, I was meant to do so much, but I just needed one of them chill out days, watch TV, just chill out in front of telly, and I didn't even want to play on games. Like, I got Resident Evil 9 when it come out, and I still haven't finished it, because you know, I've been out quite a lot, and then when I'm at home, like, I'll watch like a lot of the like travel vlogs and just messing about, like, you know, with my own stuff. But yeah, if you haven't already liked and subscribed, please like, subscribe, and cheers for everybody lately that has been subscribing and watching my videos. Honestly, it's just like feels awesome, like, because I didn't really like see my cousin on a Thursday, and like, even though his family is like my mate as well, and I see folk at work, and then I see my mum the odd few days, but yeah, I don't really see many friends. If anybody fancies goes out for the walk, just give us a shout, comment anytime. As I say, I'm off this Monday, off next Monday. You know, I was thinking before, like, how much walking I actually do, and like, I still haven't beat my personal best year, which is on the 10th of June 2016. I've done 70,611 steps, which is 34.37 mile. Says I only burnt off 58 calories, but ignore that. And if you're wondering the distance of the so the day before, and this isn't counting them steps, because it resets after 12 o'clock, didn't it? So I walked all the way from home, all the way to all the way up to Donister. No, under Donister. I went past the all Crummock, and, you know, Ullock and Crummock, and Buttermere. I stayed at Dubs Hut. Went past the first body, because I'm sure somebody was sleeping in there, I think, and I just went for Dubs Hut. Can't remember now. But if you have a look at me work from Workington to Great Gable, this was basically it, and it didn't count it from Workington to Dubs Hut, because I stayed in that lower body for night, and then what did I do? I had a night in there by myself, and then in the morning, this is where it's counting the steps from that body to all the way over Green Gable and Great Gable, all the way down to the Ennerdale Valley, and then up Blacksale, you know the way, all the way past Ennerdale Water. This is all on foot, and all the way, where did I go from there? I don't know, if you watch the video, you know what I'm like, my memory's shit. Can't even remember fully, like, it'll come back to this sometime. But yeah, basically, that was how many steps and how many miles. So like, if you were just walking that straight, even just 34 mile in a day is like insane, just walking on the flat, like, innit? Yeah, that's like walking from Workington to Carlisle, and then like an extra mile or two. But that was on the fells, which is just insane, innit? So I decided I can either walk up Slag Banks the hard way, or we can go over that way. That way is easier, this way is harder, so makes better content if it's harder though, didn't it? Forgot what I was going on about, so I'll come back to you when I get up there in a bit. Just had a bit of a mad thought actually. You know, it's probably worth mentioning because I do like we're mentioning life stories, and there was a point where one time with Des and Bulk, like two of my mates, and they knew that, you know, and we'd Bulk's kids as well. He's, you know, doing really well, I hear. But yeah, we were flying down these hills on summer. It was like a kids thing with whales, and I don't know, back in the day when you were watching Jackass and that, wouldn't you? Shame we didn't have any videos from back then, because we were just trying to see how fast we could get down here, and then who was brave enough to go all the way down to the bottom. I don't think anybody was, to be honest. I think we got as far as here, because it was just dead scary. But yeah, climbing on, carrying on with this path. That's the thing though, when you go for walks, it's all new, and then when you come back on that walk, I don't know, you either get memories from what you did that day, whether if you were with somebody, or I don't know, even if you were just on your own, like you remember certain stuff, or what you were even thinking about at that time, where you were in life. Yeah, just it's always mad revisiting spots, innit? This is where I come up on New Year's Eve now. It's quite good actually on New Year's Eve. Just gets to midnight, because you can see the town. You'll just see all the fireworks going off about the sort of time. In a way, like, last thing you want to be doing when you've been working all day and on your feet all day in a kitchen is getting back on your feet and going over the hill or something, you know. Yeah, so this is slag banks. Why is it called slag banks? No, I know what you're thinking. Basically a lot of old slag from the old coal mines. Not the old coal mines, the British style. A lot of this was made out of old slag from in a way back in the old mining days, because that's where they were getting everything to make the steel and that, you know. Yeah, so I'm gonna make my way down here. I might go and say hello to that horse. I might just go and McDonald's. What do you reckon? You decide. Oh, I reckon we should go and see the horses and all. So I'm in the field now with 3 horses. I am allowed in here. You just gotta keep dogs on a lead and that. I think if I just get close to the horses, you know, just say hello to them. Maybe one of them will come over and say hello to us. Horses are a bit like dogs and cats in a way, aren't they? You know, like, you've got to sort of gain its trust. Get out, mate. Yeah. So the hand's coming down. This might maybe come to say hello. I think it was that one last time we had a good crack with that again. How's it going, Eric? It's probably already got a name, so I probably won't rename them. Hello. This one looks like as if it's like a little bit up into sea. I don't know. It's raining again there. Alright, mate. So I'd like come over here and say hello to you. Just be pretty cool if one of you's like come over and said, yeah, you're right, mate. Yeah, I think this is what you've got to do. You can't just walk over to the horse. You've got to gain the horse's trust. And if this horse just decides it doesn't want to go and see us, it probably obviously doesn't, but look, it looks happy to see us. You're right, dude. Hello. 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 I think it was you I was talking to last time, wasn't it? Hello. Hello. So I've obviously gained the horse's trust. Yeah, it just does. Yeah, it just does. Yeah. Give us that nod, like, yeah. No, I don't be smelling down there. No feet to bite on. Hello. Are you happy to see us? I just thought I was going to go to McDonald's, but I thought I'll come down and come back and see you. Come and have a little crack. It's good to see you. I know it's pissing down, innit? Have I got a smelly what's it or something like? You're smelling this to see if I've got out on us. I haven't brought out. Maybe I should have maybe got some of that here. There was like a load of hair over that way. I was thinking of bringing it. My shoes stink. Have a good smell. That's how it's going to get to know us, innit? You know. I think we've made good friends with this house. I don't know what it's doing, but it's getting to know us, innit? What you got there? Fun summer. Please like and subscribe. And cheers for everybody who's been subscribing. Just gonna have a crack with this horse for a bit, and just gonna go off at McDonald's, go back home. I think somebody's lost a dog over there, somebody barking in there. Yeah, there. Right, yeah, so we're just gonna have a crack for a bit and then gonna go and head over that way. What is it? Yeah, so basically, like I've had like a tough couple of days. It has though, it's been pretty hard, but it's nice though now because I'm going to be off for a few days. So you're going that way? Oh no, I'll come down that way. Would you? There's a load of hay down that way. If me and you go down here, I can get you a load of hay, and then I'm going to head down that way over towards McDonald's. Oh, come with us. I'll show you where it's all at. Because if you're wanting, like, there's loads of you, honestly. Yeah, it's going to follow us for a bit. So I'm going to go and take it down here. We'll go and get some hair. And, girl, you'll come with us. And I'll show you where it's all at, boy. Class. I've made friends with this horse. And now it's walking with us. Oh, honestly, I was just wanting a walking buddy. And the fact that you're walking with me, I've got a horse walking with us. Again's just with a horse. I mean, this thing like could just jump on us right now, couldn't it? And that's the mad thing, it could start humping us and just bum us to death. So let's just hope that doesn't happen, because I can imagine this horse has got a massive cock if it has. But yeah, come with me. I think this is what's happening. I'm going to go and show where the hay is, and then I'm going to go over the fence, and then so yeah, if you all come with me, we're just going to go over there. We're going to go and get some hay, and then I'm going to go off to McDonald's. I'll go and get something to eat. Get out, man. Oh yeah. Oh, it's pretty good. You said all following it. So it's just over there. This is where we're going to. How's it going, bud? Oh, you're massive. I can't believe I've got them on it now. I've talked to them. Horse whisperer. I can't believe I'm a horse whisperer. Is this right? Like, look at all this. Look at. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. It's happening right here. Look at this. You've been eating all that grass over there, and check this out. You've got loads of it. Loads of it. They are big one. I know, it's absolutely loads of it. Right, so I'm going to shout this way, and oh my god, I've literally just like said to them horses, there's a load of hay over there, and yeah, they're not following us anymore, so that means it didn't want to bum us. Oh my god. Right, I'll check you all later. I'm going to go to McDonald's now, but yeah, I've helped you out, haven't I? Yous are all over there eating grass, and yous had all this here, so yeah. See you after, bud. See you after. You know, that's amazing. So this is where the exit was for the old German tunnel. See you later. I can't believe I've literally just had a crack with them horses, and they absolutely trusted us. I said about there's a lot of hay down here, so we'll go and have some tea. So they're having their tea now. And yeah, I'm basically going to head down here. I could go to KFC, but you know, fancy a McDonald's tonight, I think. But so I don't know what it is, but sometimes I just have these weird moments with animals. I've had a few videos, I don't know, just random moments. But yeah, that was mad, that, wouldn't it? Talk to the horse. Said there was a load of hay down there, and it actually went for it. You know, we rounded everybody up and all, like, didn't we? We got the whole gang together, because they were just eating that grass. And I was like, hey, let's go and have something proper. We all walked down, like, it was just mental, like how it was actually just walking right behind us. I couldn't believe that. Like, it was kind of scary, like, in one way, because like I didn't really know what was going on. I've never actually gained a horse's trust as much as that. Like, that was crazy. But maybe because last time I was having a crack in that with it, I don't know. I just think, like, get to know a horse, you know, it feels quite rewarding if you can gain that trust. Like, it's a bit like that with a cat as well, trying to gain a cat's trust. My cat, honestly, the amount of times it used to attack us, I'd think, yeah, I've gained its trust, and then next minute, boom, wow. But cats are a bit more wilder, aren't they? I don't know, there's some of our horses proper smart, aren't they? And, you know, I just think that they've got a thing on good people, you know, they trust people. I don't think them horses would have trusted some knobhead, you know, an uncle knobhead coming along, burning it with a fag. Look, get a selfie with you. The old uncle knobhead. So it's good to have wandered down there and go McDonald's. I'm not supposed to be having like sugary stuff, but like, you know, I just fancy a milkshake and a burger and some chips. I've decided to come shopping again. Yeah, I might just get some shopping in here and then fuck McDonald's. I'll just get a milkshake from there. I got myself some shopping, but I can't really be asked cooking tonight, so Okay, let's go McDonald's. Burger, milkshake and chips, I reckon. So I've got two plans really on doing Poland's highest mountain rising. So we can stay over at Krakow overnight, get some sleep, and then set off a bit later. Or I could set off on Sunday night. That's what I was thinking of, getting at 10:30. And I know I'm like getting there really early in the morning, but and I'm barely gonna get any sleep, and then I'm gonna be climbing a mountain. Sounds insane, doesn't it? But I'm thinking if I can get that early start, just try and get some sleep between the trains and the buses, just nod off for a little bit, and just get what I need. It's more about a sort of survival really, innit? But like, I'm having fun with it at the same time. But yeah, this is going to be really wild, this next year. It's just mad that I've got the Tenerife one out of the way, and now I'm thinking about this year, and then thinking about where do I go next. I'm probably not going to book out else until, like, you know, I get back from this year really. Yeah, let's go McDonald's. Just got myself a burger and a milkshake with some chips. We'll just proper storming it down there. I don't know which water that is now. I think I beat the worst of it, because it was like proper storming it down before, but doesn't really feel bad now. But look how much water there is on the dark one. Oh, the weather's turning a bit shite, but doesn't matter. Heading back home now anyways, so just walking back up this way, and this is where the signal box is at Workington. That's it there. It's in Alaska, going in there one day, going in for a shift. I think it'd be quite mad actually, working in there. I think you get to like sit and play on your phone all day, and then just every now and then you get like a noise or something, and you have to like signal something. Oh, can I see that little bird flying there? Oh, that rain feels like as if it's getting worse. Like, it's a good job I'm in. It's cold and it's getting darker and it's wet, but it doesn't matter. I haven't got too far left to go now. Just gonna go chill out for night, edit this vlog. Get my head down for tomorrow. So just back down home now, put my shopping away, got some lamb shanks. I've got some protein milkshake that I think I need to put some of on, but it doesn't matter how much I try to put on, it just seems to burn it off. More steaks, some coffees, protein granola, some bananas, they were only 20p, bargain. Bounties, I haven't had any bounties for the day, and a bottle of water. I was actually going to drink that on the way home, but then I decided to have that milkshake and just got absolutely rained on there, didn't we? So I think we'll go and chill out now. Hello, is there anybody here right now? Right now? It's a good mental if it does actually pick somebody up there, wouldn't it? Is there anybody here with us right now? There's somebody who used to sit on this chair a bit ago. I've just been mad as fuck like it. Maybe am I sitting in your place? Dude. So it's Saturday night, I've got my slippers on, pyjamas on, got my cuppa, got chocolate made, it's 8:30. Saturday night. I don't know, look at all. Years ago I would have been out partying, wouldn't I? Just mad to think. So yeah, this is me for tonight. Just chilling out, watching telly. Um, I'm just gonna have a little bit more of a crack with you, and then I think I'll edit this vlog, and then probably get me head down. I'll try and upload it and get me head down and that. So yeah, other than the big walks that I started at when I was like 28, 29 or something, that was basically where I really went up Black Rig, and then I decided to basically I looked at some videos on Wainwright and then discovered the Wainwrights, and then we decided to do the 214 fells, and then from there on we just got like a massive thirst for other mountains and stuff. Before that, like I used to go like hitchhiking a long time ago. But I had some crazy times. Like I kind of wished I had a camera back then, but like at least now I can sort of tell you the stories a little bit back then. One of the craziest times I think, and like quite successfully, made it all the way from here to London, just by putting my thumb out, and yeah, I made it all the way to London. It was absolutely crazy. To think like I was only about 16 or 17. It was when I was living in Bedsit. It was before I was living in here, because I've been living in here now for 25 years now. Just mad to think, innit? I was getting old. 42 now. But yeah, when I was about 16, 17, put my thumb out, went all the way down to London. There was a point where I was coming on, you hadn't been on motorway. It might have been when I was coming out of Penrith. This guy picked us up in this van. And it was like a hippie guy. He was pretty crazy but pretty cool at the same time. It was like, you ever drove a car? No, fucking hell, like I was like dead young. Like, it was like, oh, well, if you want to cup it, I'm going to go out mechanic back on you and sit and drive van and that, like, if you want. Oh yeah, that'll be cool, like, won't it? Because if I had a camera back then, like, to actually prove like what I actually done, but like this old guy basically, like, we he like basically took his foot off the steering wheel, and then I put my foot on, and then he said, "Hey, you grab the steering wheel," and then basically like I moved up, got on the steering wheel, on a chair, and that was it. He went in it back. It was making a cup, and it was like, "Do you want one?" I think back then I didn't really drink tea and coffee as much, and like I'm a proper big cup of drinker now, like, but yeah, I didn't want to cut, but I was just like, no, dude, just keep like do what you do and get back to this. Like, I'm fucking driving up the motorway at like 16 or 17. It was absolutely crazy. Anyway, successfully made it. It was like night time when I got to London. There was no reason I needed to go to London. I just wanted to go to London. Don't know why. But then yeah, I basically got there. I was too young, I was scared. Like, I had no idea what I was doing. I just know but other stories about London. But I thought, no, that was it. That was my summit. And then at some point I decided to turn around. That night, I remember I'd been walking for hours and hours until like finally I got to where the motorway was. And then on the edge of the motorway, I knew that was where I could like at least thumb a lift. But I'd been trying for absolute hours, and I was tired at this point. Like, obviously, I'd been up all night. I had no sleep. And I remember I just went to sleep on like one of them little islands on the road. There was, I was like in between like a signpost, just so then like I didn't roll off it onto the road. And I was alright. I just thought maybe like if I'm lying there, maybe somebody will stop and like pick us up and out. But nobody gives a fuck, do they? You know, so everybody just sort of carried on. I got up in the morning and I thought, fuck it, carried on walking up the motorway for so long. Some trucker, I think it was, that had picked us up. And then somewhere, as I was coming further down, well, going further up north, but I was still down south. I remember some guy picked us up and said, "Do you know Raymond Starkey?" I was like, "Ah, yeah, I remember Raymond Starkey." Yeah, just mad how like he knew, this guy knew, he was all miles away. And he knew Raymond Starkey. Well, if you don't know, Raymond Starkey was absolute legend in Workington back in the day. If you don't know him, then yeah, but he used to sniff petrol and that. But people used to say back in the day, like, he was really good looking and that. But he was a good singer, even like while he was homeless. But he was class, like, you know. didn't mean out wrong. Like, you could have a good crack in that with him, but yeah, goal guy at the same time. Just shamed about the way it went and that. But yeah, forgot what I was going on about now, because then I thought about Raymond Stark. No, that was it. I was coming down south. I was on my travels. What else can I remember about then? I know I got back home, and me flatmate at the time, I think I was living at Addington Road, actually, thinking about it now. So it must have been maybe about 17, because it was 17 I moved from that road to where I'm at right now in here. And it was just mad, because it was a week where I had like 2 flats, just while I got everything in here and that. Like, yeah, I remember my flatmate at the same time. I was like, well, where have you been for a few days? Oh, I've just been down to London. Just thought I'd see how far I could get. Got there. It's fucking mental. Decided to come all the way back. I remember the one thing I did say when I was at London, I met some random guy, and he was wanting some money off us because he needed a condom, because he'd just pulled this loss in a hotel, and for some reason he was wanting money out of me and I didn't have any money. But it's just weird how I always forget stuff, certain stuff, and certain weird stuff I do remember. But yeah, that was mad. I wished I'd like had a camera and that, like, for that. Like, I've got more stories from when I used to go hitchhiking. Like, there was other times where I went other places, Manchester. That was where I met like some of my mates that I've got now. Yeah, I went into Jilly's Rock World. Jilly's Rock World used to be awesome. If you're into rock music and metal, that was the spot back in the day. You could go in from, I think it was 9 o'clock at night, it opened, and it was 6 o'clock in the morning, it shut. So like, you didn't even need an hotel. Like, hitch all the way down there. That was my free ride. And then I stayed in there overnight, and like, in a way, because I was on tour, I had no money, and I was probably doing all sorts that I shouldn't have. Basically back then, I had no money, and I still went on holiday. I still went out and done stuff. There was even a time where went no, getting back to that was where I met my mates, and I'm still good mates with them and that now. I still go back up to Manchester now and then go and see them. Say I always will. It's just good, like, through all of that, like, I'd met some friends and stuff out of it. What else was I gonna say? There was other times where I went on these hitchhiking journeys, and that time when I went to Ozfest and snaked in, that was just absolutely nuts. In it to think about sneaking into the festival back then. Yeah, so I'm basically gonna sit there, chill, watch some videos on some shite on YouTube, and I've been watching a lot on Rising Mountain, but I think it's time for a bit of a change now. So yeah, cheers for everybody who's been liking and subscribing to my videos lately. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, please subscribe. But yeah, thanks for everybody who has done. And I'll see you on the next one.